Considering that the second season of Dynasty and my massive analysis of it begins tomorrow, I thought I would take a moment to reflect on what that first season consequentially felt like and just overall thoughts of it. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. So because I've been away from Dynasty for a very, very long time, I've been yearning to get back with the Carringtons and to see where they're going. And from what you've read, season two typically is viewed as much, much better than the first season. I think that's typical of a lot of TV series. Dynasty, in a way, it was trying to find its footing, but it also had determined what it was and kind of stuck with that through the bulk of the first season. And then they realized that some of the things that they had chosen just weren't working. And so they cut it out. For example, the Matthew character didn't really mesh well with the world that the audience really wanted. Matthew would have worked better on Dallas. And it's strange to say because Dynasty is very clearly a Dallas ripoff. At least it started out that way. But Dynasty became much glitzier, much more about glamour. You see, Dallas was about the boys, and Dynasty's more about the girls, and their thoughts on the world, and all of that. Fallon, I adored Fallon. I thought Fallon was the best character on the show. She was absolutely fascinating. And definitely the meanest of all of the characters. And so I want to see more of Fallon. I want to see what they do with Fallon. But I have a feeling they're going to try and give Fallon a heart. That's a prediction. Okay, but I'll get to the rest of the predictions later. Steven was a character that they wanted to commit to having a gay character on network TV at the beginning of the 1980s. And they couldn't commit fully to that. So he ends up being what we call now is bisexual. But I don't think they ever applied the term bisexual to him, except for maybe during the trial. Now, give me a little bit of space and forgiveness on this because it's been so long since I've seen those episodes. I'll give the show credit where it's due. It actually had some pretty good momentum, and I think the best episodes were the trial episodes. But I think the show had earned it by that point in time. So we had spent enough time with these characters. So to see, especially Blake's world shaken up like that, it was quite interesting. Now, I'm going to say it because I think everybody else thinks it. Yes, the majority of season 1 for Dynasty is boring. Am I glad I stuck with it? Yes, because you can see potential happening in the early by the end of the first season. There are little kernels of, if they can just water this and make it grow, it can turn into something that's really entertaining. So the setup for Dynasty is actually quite clever. It's actually quite strong. But it took a while, and it took them having many misfires before they were able to refine it to the diamonds that I'm assuming it became. It's not there at the moment, but that doesn't mean I'm not excited for season 2. Yeah, okay. So, I already answered the question. Are you looking forward to going back into it? Yes, absolutely. I think it's going to be a lot of fun getting back inside that world because the Dynasty was the one I chose to do first because it started in January. And now that we're in November, we're just now starting The second season, I think we ended in March. I'm pretty certain. Maybe we ended in April. But either way, it's been a long time since we've been a part of the Carrington mansion. So I'm looking forward to stepping back inside there. I think the other thing, okay, so prediction, right? I think I have confirmation on this, but these would have been predictions anyway. I think Matthew was gone. I think the daughter will not have survived the crash. I I predict that Steven will not have another gay relationship this season. I predict we won't see him at all getting chummy with another man this season. I think that Blake's former wife, the mother of Fallon and Steven, will cause a lot of strain and almost break the marriage between Blake and Crystal. Apart from that, I don't really have much else to predict because I think we get some new characters this season. Oh, and forgive me, I forget her name. The mother, the Matthew's wife. I want to say her name's Claudia. If I got it wrong, please forgive me. I predict that her mental illness won't even be mentioned this season. That it will be something that's just swept under the rug, completely erased from the history of that character. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much all I've got. Would I recommend Dynasty Season 1 to a new viewer? I don't know how good the show is going to become because I haven't gotten there yet. So where I'm standing right now, I could not recommend that. But I also tell people you should never listen to just my opinion. You should determine your own opinion yourself. So if you want to watch it, then watch it and have your own opinion about it. Don't listen to mine unless you've already formed your opinion, and then we can have a dialogue about it. That's the way these things are supposed to work. Critics should never tell you what to and what not to see. They should be analyzing something you've already seen, and then you get to take part in that analysis. Anyways, there will be a new Dynasty review probably uploaded on Thursday. The Dallas review will be on Friday. And all the while, I'm still writing The Gator as we're speaking. So this is going to be the busiest week in terms of videos for a while. But eventually, The Gator will end, and it will just be Dallas and Dynasty. So if you can stick with me through that, that would be great. And get excited, because tomorrow marks the return. Season 2 of Dynasty begins tomorrow.